This creepy top 10 list of scary videos has strange things caught on camera that you cannot handle watching without getting freaked out. So let's analyze some weird stuff, some of which cannot be explained. Number 10. A YouTuber named Otis Dixon caught a scary experience on his dashcam when a scared woman leaped in front of his car and told him to save her. Before he has a chance to react, a white pickup comes barreling his way.
Oh, speed up, speed up, speed up. Lock the door, lock the door, lock the door. Is it door locked?
What is that? Is that the guy?
He's trying to take me or something.
A large man comes walking towards them, and they go around, but the stranger isn't giving up.
Is he following me? I don't know, he's following! He's following us! Oh my god, he's following! Babe, 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 babe! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Babe.
The white pickup is completely missing its back end as it throws itself in front of Otis Dixon and his scared passenger numerous times on the freeway, completely disregarding everyone on the road in his singular pursuit for this strange girl.
That's him?
Oh, we're good, yeah.
We'll fucking hide somewhere, like turn in somewhere because...
Just when it looks like Otis and his new friend are going to be goners, he throws the other car off his trail by making a turn at an intersection and speeding away. As it turns out, there were two men in the other vehicle who wanted to take this woman and do who knows what to her. We still don't know the full story and probably never will, but sufficient to say they were desperate to get her into their vehicle at any cost and were probably traffickers. Otis Dixon sustained some damage getting away from them, so I've linked a GoFundMe in the description of this scary top 10 list to help him out. Number 9. A man is out fishing when he sees a woman screaming out against a wild creature. She's attracted the attention of a coyote who probably smells food in her bag and refuses to let her leave. The fisherman bangs on the side of his boat to drive the coyote away, who's now outnumbered 2-1 and much more cautious. They have little doubt that the woman would have been attacked had she not been rescued in time. She sounds tired, like she'd been shouting and swinging for a long time. The coyote was no doubt waiting on her to get too weak to fight back before making its next move, which is scary to think about. Number 8. On July 13th, 2021, one of the creepiest storm systems in recent memory moved across Commerce, Georgia, and gave everyone quite a fright. The strange swirling mass is hundreds of times larger than the shopping mall in front of it, which would soon be swallowed up in a storm that could turn quite serious. These are called shelf clouds. On the other side, a wall of endless rain. Within the rotating center, random tornadoes can easily crush buildings and end lives within just a few terrifying moments. But the power of nature is not the only reason why some people are gathered in this parking lot. As some have noted, at 5 seconds into the video is this creepy face twisted into a muted scream. What do you make of this freakish discovery? Is everyone just seeing scary things because they're afraid, or is there a supernatural element to be found in this spooky storm? Number 7. This weird video of strange sounds over the Moosehead Lake in Greenville, Maine are posted onto Reddit by a throwaway account in early August of 2021. Take a listen, because these unexplained forest noises are extremely bizarre and more than a little creepy.
You can get a picture with the root ball there. That's always exciting. It is.
These are Skyquakes, most of the comments agree, which is the name given to unknown sounds coming from the sky. However, one person believes that these are the brakes of a train. Here's a comparison.
Exciting? It is.
I think they sound almost identical, which could help to explain other videos of similar sounds coming from the sky. If this is it, then maybe old machinery is the source of most Skyquake videos. Number 6. An allegedly real ghost sighting was caught on CCTV video outside the home of a YouTuber named Rushy Vlog, and everyone in this family is freaking out. Looking up at them with a bent neck in a crooked stance is this weird creature that they cannot explain. Its presence gives them an eerie feeling, especially considering how the ghost is looking at the camera, as if caught in a trance, not moving at all. Until it does, and that's somehow even scarier than before. The movement highly resembles a bug on the lens, but Rushy Vlog thinks that this is a real ghost sighting. In another video, there's a nearby dam that overflows, and when that happens, perhaps some people got sucked underwater, only to return to his backyard as a ghost. Number 5. Strange howling noises have been reported in the woods of northwest Wisconsin by a YouTuber named Driftless, and the scary footage has been freaking everyone out. Hundreds of comments seem to suggest that Dogman encounters like these have been on the rise throughout the neighboring state of Michigan and into the woods of Wisconsin, unexplained noises like the ones caught in this video. If you think you can identify this unknown creature by the scary sounds it's making in the forest, then let us know what it is. Maybe one day it'll want to come out of the woods and reveal itself for a proper creature sighting caught on video. Number 4. Some scary moments were caught on workplace security cameras when an employee went on break and nearly didn't return. Less than a minute after going back in, an avalanche of snow falls from the roof, no doubt triggered by her closing the door. It's only a few feet, but that's all it takes to get completely buried and unable to move, at which point it would have been up to her fellow coworkers to realize she was gone and find her before hypothermia set in. Think about it like this. The snow was inching down a little further every time someone closed that door. And she's really lucky it happened on her way back inside, as opposed to the beginning of her break. In fact, everyone who walked through that entrance had no idea how much they were risking their lives by doing so. Number 3. On June 14th, 2021, a YouTuber named JoBlo4 caught some scary things over the skies of Chicago Harbor in a strange video that no one so far has been able to explain.
I don't know what it is, but it don't look normal.
It's a scary scenario, but there might have been some video editing. At 11 seconds, a bird appears out of nowhere and then randomly disappears 2 seconds later, which seems to suggest a digital alteration of some kind has been made. Also, the woman at the beginning of this video, is she looking up at something strange or walking straight ahead? It's hard to say. She does turn around to apologize for getting in the way of the shot, which seems to suggest that nothing was there, or if it was, that she didn't see it. That's a strange reaction to seeing something unexplainable in the sky. So between her casual response and the disappearing bird at 11 seconds, this video is most likely some convincing special effects. Number 2. Sometimes the beach can be one of the scariest places on Earth. That's what a New Jersey resident named Ethan learned after he caught the most terrifying moments of his life on video on Bradley Beach. Exactly 2 seconds after a clap of thunder comes the lightning. His camera, which was probably what attracted the lightning in the first place, goes completely white as a current of electricity rips through the boardwalk, electrifying everything on it, including him. After miraculously checking out of the hospital with no health complications, the doctor told Ethan the only reason he was alive was because he was holding onto his bike at the time, which absorbed most of the shock. Otherwise, this video would have been his last moments on Earth. So while someone who's had this happen to them can hardly be considered lucky, he's extremely fortunate to still be alive. Hopefully he never takes footage outside during a storm again. Number 1. A YouTube channel called J&M Explorations goes on a paranormal investigation at the Conjuring House, which is the actual haunted location that the movie The Conjuring is based on. The Perron family say all sorts of ghostly apparitions happened here. Scary things like figures with twisted necks and disembodied hands shoving them every which way late at night. Down the stairs, they go into one of the most haunted places on Earth, the basement of The Conjuring. It isn't long until they detect a ghostly figure standing next to one of the paranormal investigators in the darkness.
Is there anybody in here that would like to communicate with me? Could you come near?
Oh, it's right there. Yeah, look at it.
Did it just touch your hand?
It's kind of like going up the wall. It's gone. It's gone.
Did it touch your hand?
What's the matter? You feel something?
Yes, I've got goosebumps running.
Yeah, there was something like crawling up the wall, and it.
The ghost hunter describes the apparition as climbing up the wall. But look how its legs are bent inwards at the knee at 6 minutes and 4 seconds. It looks more to be hanging. After that, they find more ghosts apparently hanging from the ceiling in a way that needs no further explanation. Later, while examining the area where the ghostly figure was hanging, they find this creepy face imprinted on the floor. This is the kind of scary stuff that the Perron family reported seeing all the time. Is this evidence of the paranormal, or were the ghost hunters frightened into a shared delusion? Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more of everything Billnose.